Hello, very good evening to all, and I hope all of you are doing good. Today, I am here with a very special person and a very special session. Here today, we are very much informal and we are in a mood to just understand and chat. So, I welcome all of you who are watching this live and who will be watching this later to this candid chat with one of our winners of KROYNAS scholarship, which we announced this year for the first time for our fellowship in dental genetics and clinical research program. Thank you, Dr. Padmavati, for coming in here, and I'm very glad that you made it here. I know that you must be very tired, and you must have a lot of work to do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Truly, I need to say it's rather an honor for me to be sharing a space screen with you, ma'am.
Thank you. That is so very sweet of you. Dr. Padmavati, we all would like to know more about you. Can you just explain? Can you just tell us more about yourself?
Yeah. Okay, so a small intro if I had to say, Dr. Padmati, and as you can really scroll down there, I'm doing my post-graduation in Department of Oral Medicine and Radiology. I'm currently in the final year of PG, and I'll be taking up my exams in the August 2023.
Oh,
And yeah, and also my thesis was what made me to push myself more into genetics.
great. So, if there is not a problem, so can you just tell us that what kind of work are you doing at present inside your
Yeah,
thesis?
yeah, sure, not an issue. So it's like basically what we're trying to do is like, see, a thesis, what people think is that try to be very innovative or very, something very discovery. Yeah,
Mm.
we can do, but everything, there was a piece of advice which was given to me by my senior. She told that it is usually you are adding it to the literature. So
Correct.
it's like in a badminton match. You can't straight away smash in a rally. You need to keep the rally going. And once you will get a breakthrough, there you can smash you can smash yourself. So that's what I keep. So mine is basically it's like we are working on a marker that is miRNA and a microRNA, a specific one towards oral cancer in a normal, and we are just trying to see the regulation of it and to which gene it is like coding and expressing towards it.
I think it is very interesting thing that you are doing, and I wish you all the success in your
Thank you
project.
so much.
Yeah. So, Dr. Padma, how did you come to know about the KROYNAS scholarship that we offered at the beginning of this year almost? Yes.
Yeah. So if I must say, it was actually by very accident. So
Okay.
say a year back or something like that, one of my juniors in undergrad, he suggested me the SALSI program, which actually I was not able to participate because I was taking up my first year exam post grads. So
Right.
I wasn't able to do that. So and I just kept in touch with them and we just spoke, on and off. And then once I was scrolling through my Facebook ID, I mean, mom's, I was like stalking it. And then the page it popped up showed me a genetic course. And then I was like, why not? The curriculum it offered a more for me. The things which I thought I had to sit study separately,
Hmm.
to do my thesis or something. So yeah, that's what, as I said first, the thesis was my first thing to push myself into genetics, into this field.
Definitely.
And yeah, obviously. So then I saw the curriculum. It was very aspiring and it was very, very broadened one. So I was like, why not I give a try in it? And then that's how step by step I got into the program.
Very nice. Very nice. So, did you enroll in our fellowship in dental genetics and clinical research program
Yes,
at
ma'am.
that time? Okay,
Yeah.
that's very nice. That's really nice. So I just want to understand, like, can you tell us your experience, like how it went, and inside the scholarship about the exam and stuff. How was your experience altogether?
So for people who thought, I mean, even myself, I myself also thought that it's going to be like an exam completely based on the genetics.
Hmm.
But trust me, the first part it actually surprised me. It blew me out. It was
Okay.
basically, yeah, it's basically your sees how you are, like your basic knowledge, your general thing, and your attitude, your aptitude. It was basic, more of an aptitude wala thing. And whereas say the second part was, you know, uh, specialty, concentrated questions.
Hmm.
So that's when I was actually, and then that actually made me even more sure that it's not going to be only, academic base. It
Right.
is actually going to be allow me to do my lateral thinking even more.
Right. Right. So, how did you feel when you emerged as the winner of KROYNAS scholarship? What was that feeling? What was that moment?
Trust me, it was the most amazing feeling. I went around my whole department showing the whole, the mail which came around.
So
So I was
sweet.
like, the first the mail it came, it said the list was there.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I was not able to see the list. And then I was like, I don't know, I got a bit sulken. I mean, it wasn't opening for me or something. Then my senior, he got and he opened it and he's like, no, your name is there. And that's it. I started going around the whole department, like showing, no, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. And
Fantastic.
my yeah, and my HOD actually she took an initiative. She congratulated me, and then she also passed the message to our college. And then personally, my vice principal he called us in. Then he congratulated. He asked about the details, and I shared with him, and he said like all the best of luck, and I need people to follow you. So it went
So,
like that.
so nice. I'm very glad that your one small step of just trying out the fellowship exam, the scholarship exam, it gave you a different edge altogether in your
Oh
own
yeah,
environment. I'm so happy
yes.
to know. And I should must thank your professor to spread this word around and
Oh
taking you.
really?
Is really, really very nice,
Oh,
very
she
nice.
didn't just stop there. She actually put it in her, there's one heads group, and
Okay.
then the congratulations, it kept coming. Like, yeah, as a student, we are not there. So the very next day, she came back and she was enthusiastic. She's like, see, Padma, all the HODs are like congratulating you, all the staff. So I was like, thank you. Just like, small thing I did. I thought it was a very small thing. I think, I really thought like no one is going to be bothered about it. But then no, my HOD, she had a totally really different perspective. She actually keeps boosting us to do more and to do, different things, not just post
Definitely.
graduation.
Yes, because students' activities or students' mindset are very much influenced by their mentors, and particularly when
Really.
in a working environment, your mentors, the way they take things forward, you will also imbibe all those things. Fantastic! I'm
True.
so glad to, very glad to know you. So, coming to the part of our conversation,
Yeah.
uh, the program that we have planned, and I'm sure you have seen the curriculum, as you said that
Mm.
you've already enrolled. So, how do you think, as an enrolled participant, because we are just going to start the program,
Mm-mm.
how do you think this fellowship program is going to help you? Because right now you are more of a aspiring state in your career point.
Mm.
So how do you think this fellowship is going to help you?
So, as I've, really said in the start, there is actually a big gap between our genetics as well as, the basic syllabus and the curriculum. Yeah, the curriculum, it can be changed a bit. So, see, when we start doing a thesis in genetics, I can't even say an infant or a toddler. Just we are like a newborn in
Right.
genetics. Yeah, we have studied some parts of genetics. We know what are alleles, what are chromosomes. That's it. But when you go into it, you don't know what is a locus. You don't know, there is many things and on. I can go on and on about. So the curriculum is basically what it had is like it started with the basics. It starts with A, B, and C, and
Mm-hmm.
then we go for the most advanced uh, sentences. It's something like that. So that's what I felt really good about it. It's not like they're gonna just dump you into the whole genetics without any explanations, but they're gonna start from the scratch and they're gonna make you an expert into the program. So that's what the modules which I've seen, the way it was going through, it was cleanly structured. The way it's going to help me, trust me, for a postgraduate, anyone who's watching or any postgraduates would have done, they know that how difficult a thesis is for them to complete. And to take a thesis in a totally new topic, and it needs some mentorship. Yeah,
Right.
still we have our guides, but still we do need, lateral thinkings and everywhere other sources which we can helpful.
Correct.
So I,
Correct.
yeah.
Yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay, then that's what. It's not like I keep, insisting on thesis. It's just not thesis. When you do something, when you get into another fellowship or something, trust me, it opens up a lot more of venues for you. You just might enter into a fellowship thinking this is what it is going to help me from one
Hmm.
point to one point. No, it is not going to be. It's going to branch out to many more. You will never know the possibilities where it
Right.
can make you end up.
Fantastic. I love your thought, and I feel that you are quite a visionary by nature. So
I
with that
try.
context, would be my next question to you. Where
Yeah.
do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Honestly, I have, two visions, if I
Yes.
might say. Yeah, I mean, I don't know which path it might lead, or I might even be led into a third one.
Mm-hmm.
One, I saw myself when the start of my career, I saw myself as a researcher into oncology, somewhere in a lab trying to sort things out.
Okay.
Still we say that cancer is one of the most killer diseases.
Mhm.
Uh, Personally, I've also lost certain people, to it. So probably that's what, pushed me into this side. So it's always that when there is a loss, you know,
Right.
you know how bad it is and you try to work towards it to cure it. So yeah, we are not gods. We're just other human beings. Probably, uh, you know, the we think, sit and think and learn. That
Mm.
makes the difference between us and from the other person, and
Correct.
the effort and the emotion into any work you do. So probably that's what 1 5 years in future. Probably I'll be somewhere as in research analysis, research into genetics, sitting in a lab with a white coat on myself, probably a
Mm-hmm.
lecturer post. And the other one, to be honest, I saw myself into the Ministry Department of Medical Health Sciences. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it was totally, I don't know why. It was like in the start of my UG,
Mm-hmm.
like somewhere in the central government or wherever the government, where we can provide, the basic need for the people.
Right.
We still haven't achieved the basic, dental needs for people around the country, or
Correct.
if I say around the world also. So probably somewhere working myself into the UN or UNESCO, somewhere there, into the third country, I mean third level countries there. It was like, yeah, so it was two different thoughts, completely different for me.
No, it is very much related. It is very much related, and I must say that you can think in perspective of getting into the fields of public health because and epidemiology. So that is just one connect. But I think you this fellowship again would be a milestone for you because we are actually going to show you all these aspects, like how you are thinking right now that these two thoughts are quite different.
Yeah, different.
Seems like north pole south pole, but there is it's so much correlated. So it's very important to understand that attachment aspects. We should be,
This is what I was telling. Yeah, this is, I mean, sorry to interrupt. This is what I was telling. This whole fellowship, that's what I thought. It's gonna be taking me from point one to point B. No, this is totally different. It's gonna show me, much more lateral branches, because that's what, the way you spoke, the curriculum you built, it was actually really nice. Even that one small, that example was that uh, question, that questionnaire which we wrote. We
Mm-hmm.
just thought it's gonna be on genetics, but no, we fooled ourselves. The part A was like complete. I was like, what was this? I wasn't prepared for this. But still, yeah, it happened for me.
Yes, because even when you study, when you try to implement your aptitude, your openness, your flexibility of mind, that is the most important thing. And even if you, because right now you are exposed to academic field, if you understand the industry field there, most I mean not only in industry as well as in academics, we need
Yeah,
EQ more than IQ. So that is something
yeah,
which we are never formally taught. So yeah.
never.
So it's wonderful talking to you. And just that, Dr. Padma, that which part particularly, because I know that you like the curriculum as a whole, as you said. So which part of the program curriculum, the fellowship curriculum, you liked most?
Okay. So for me, it was the part where it got transition. The most interesting topics for me are when it's gonna be, when we deal with these hereditary diseases.
Right.
So, and there was one module for that. It actually attracted to me. And there was one where there was, it's like a motto that where you can apply your the theory knowledge into the practical one. There's
Hmm.
another one more. So it was actually because see, all we are taught was the book and theory. We are
Yes.
never taught us how to implement it in a daily run.
Right.
So that it really attracted me. It's like,
Hmm.
okay, so there is one person who's out there, which I
Hmm.
thought was going to be difficult for me to apply my theoretical knowledge into a clinical practice.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just a postgraduate. I'm just 5 years into these undergrad and 2 years into postgrad. I have
Hmm.
no idea how to apply myself, my theory knowledges into a practical one, in specifically in genetics, to be very
Correct.
frank.
Correct.
So when there is a mentor, when there's going to be a teacher for me, who's going to teach me how it is going to be done. So how the industry, like as you've said, how it is going to be in an industrially, how the
Hmm.
knowledge I'm supposed to apply. So how do I apply all these? Not just I read, I know these things, I do a study, and then I get a result, and I just publish it. It's just not going to stand there. How am I going to take it to the next step? So that
Correct.
part, it actually, inspired me a lot. Like it made
Great.
me, attracted towards it a lot.
So I'm sure you are going to enjoy all the things inside this program, as we are going to start it very soon next week. And
Yeah.
I kept this August 15th as a start date, just with the, just you have some, like you said, that you have some two visions.
Yeah.
So I had something that it is the concept behind keeping this particular date is that in India it's the Indian Independence Day. So it's more of getting independence from ignorance of
Yeah.
knowledge. That was my perception
No,
in
it's
keeping.
actually true. It's actually true. I'm not denying that. Trust me. It's not like, just restricting yourself to certain things. It's like
Yes,
spreading your wings.
correct, correct. So, Dr. Padma, coming to the concluding part of our conversation, what is your opinion as in respect about in general about oral healthcare research and innovation field? What do you think? What do you feel about it?
Okay, so that's a bit a tricky of a question.
Mhm.
For me to say oral health, uh, point one in perspective of patients and one in perspective of the public and the doctor's point of view, I'll have to say. When a public, they think all it just because it's just a tooth. Even I hear people saying it's not like 70 or 80 years ago we didn't have dentists. That's what they're taught here. It's like if it's gonna pain, it's gonna pain. See, your grandmothers, they sit, they put all these betel leaves, nothing happened. They lived till the years of 90 years. You guys are making it big an issue for very small cases. But we need to know that we have evolved.
Hmm.
They've actually, come the food or the atmosphere or the environment which our elders, our ancestors were there. It is not the same for us gonna be the today. They didn't eat pizzas, burgers, candies. Yeah, they didn't eat. They had all these, fiber, all these raw foods.
Hmm.
So when
Correct.
you change your food, if
Hmm.
you change your food, then trust me, then we need to change the treatments for you also. So
Absolutely.
people think that it is not, it's not a very important one. That's what I keep telling. At least nowadays, some in urban, not some,
Hmm.
many of them are using, but still in rural places, people. I mean, I'm not very sure about the stats, but the patients which have received in OP,
Hmm.
I've see when I see much more attritions and these abrasions of cervical, they are of age of 50 to 60 or somewhere. They say for the first 30 years of their life, they would have used these neem sticks and all these other sticks to brush. So
Yes.
still, some people can't, leave the habit. They say that it is much more easier for me. I'm just used to it,
Hmm.
but they're not
Hmm.
aware. And then when they have a pain or something, they hesitate to go to a, dentist. They think it's a waste of money. They can just bite in one a piece of glove or something, but
Correct.
they don't know the chemical
Correct.
burn which is going to cause to them and to the mucosa. So I'm not saying, see, you need to visit a dentist. I'm not being anything, to be a money minded. All I tell is that I need you to just brush your tooth once a day or twice a day. That's up to you. Just gargle, after whatever you eat. So that's one basic healthcare. And innovations, if I say, we have lots of innovations. Like
Hmm.
start with a toothbrush, now all these
Yes.
electrical, all whirring, all everything now, camera and all, you can all fix in and everything can come up. It's all there. But all it is that it is up to the doctors to educate the
Yes.
patients, make them more aware. That's what from a doctor's point of view. We are
Hmm.
not making into a money minded or something. We're just trying to
Yes.
make you for a better living. Trust me. There's nothing for us.
That's fantastic. And what would be your message? The last question to you: what would be your message to all the aspiring and young dentists who are maybe they look up to you as well, uh, your juniors and all your surroundings? So, what would be your message to all of them?
To every person who have asked me, even joining before BDS or
Hmm.
joining for a postgraduate, I've simply told them that they always say that for every street we have 3 to 4 dental clinics. So what am I going to do after my, undergraduation, or what am I going to do if I join a BDS?
Hmm.
I'll tell you one simple thing. There are n number of engineers, but still only the person who is efficient enough will prosper. So you
Correct.
need to know if you can be efficient enough or not. So it's, trust me, it's not up to the numbers. We can saturate as in lakhs also. But it is always up to that one person if he or she can flourish or to perish. I mean, to perish in sense just in dentistry. You might flourish in other departments. So it's all up to you.
Correct.
So I'll be like, put in yourself.
Hmm.
Dentistry is just not about, filling root canals or extractions or,
Right.
diagnosing cases. It's much more to it.
True. True. Thank you, Dr. Padma, for your time. And sorry, I just shortened your name.
I know.
It's difficult to tell
It's
Padma,
okay.
but
No, please feel free. It's okay. Chill.
yeah. So I did it spontaneously. I just realized
It's
right
okay.
now.
I'm happy. I'm happy that we were comfortable enough to shorten our names. It's fine.
Yes. So thank you so much for coming on today and sharing all your insights. And I hope you all the best for your upcoming exams and your. I am sure that you will, conquer this battle
Wow.
of post graduation and completing it in a
Yeah.
deadline. All this thesis
Yeah.
work, very flying colors, and I hope that this fellowship program is will be able to empower you and enrich you in the dimensions and beyond that you might not know
Yeah.
at this moment. Okay,
True.
so that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's wind up for the day, and I will meet you inside the course. Thank you. Bye
Sure,
bye.
ma'am. Thank you so much. Good night. Have a good night. Thank you.